The fantasy basketball playoffs has officially started, and we are currently in week 1 of that situation. This is the fantasy basketball week 22, or in other words, week 1 of the playoffs for fantasy basketball. And the updates, the waiver wires, the injuries, just everything you need to know that's going to be happening this week. Y'all ready to get into it? 3, 2, 1, let's get it. Let's go. Boom. So for those who made the fantasy playoffs, guys, congratulations. Many of you out there did not make the playoffs, but those who made the playoffs, guys, congratulations, and I hope you guys are all lucky and do well, and you know what, making it all the way for the championship. But stay tuned for more videos like this. But for now, I'm going to start off by making a video before the fantasy playoffs even officially start and go over what's going on. Let's start off with the good news of the week, guys. There are currently 8 teams who play 4 games this week, guys. And remember, numbers are a big deal in the fantasy playoffs. But these 8 teams are Houston Rockets, LA Clippers, New Orleans Pelicans, Oklahoma City Thunder, Portland Trail Blazers, Sacramento Kings, San Antonio Spurs, and the Toronto Raptors, guys. So if you have any of these players in your squads, just know that that's the good news. You have them playing 4 games this week. If you have James Harden, if you have DeRozan, if you have Lillard, Westbrook, these players will definitely be efficient and could definitely give you an edge this fantasy in the first week. But the bad news is that there are many injuries going into this week, guys. Players that won't be playing this week, players that are iffy to play this week, and I'm going to go over the most important injuries that could definitely hurt your fantasy squads and could possibly, and worst comes to worst case scenario, end your fantasy season. Evan Fournier of the Orlando Magic, guys. He has a strained MCL and right now has currently no timetable to return. He said he's likely going to return for the season, guys. But you know what? It's going to be difficult trusting him because without an update soon, we need someone to play his position and we need numbers as soon as possible. So if Evan Fournier is a player that's on your rosters and you need players to win right now, I suggest you drop Evan Fournier, guys, because the chance of him being shut down is there. The chance of him missing 2 weeks is there. But just stay tuned for an update. But if you need numbers now, I recommend you drop Evan Fournier. Stephen Curry has a right ankle sprain, guys. Missed the last 2 games and could potentially miss this week depending on the severity of it. Personally, I believe Stephen Curry might play this week. The chances of him playing is 50-50, but I believe he will play, and because him missing the past 2 games made him miss about a week, and that should be plenty of time to rest that sprained ankle. Tyreek Evans has been out the past 2 weeks to his ribs, guys, and I believe he's still going to be out with this fantasy playoff week, so I suggest you drop Tyreek Evans, guys. Tyreek Evans was a drop candidate a long time ago. He is a great player when he plays, but you know what, guys, with the situation in Memphis, you don't want to be involved in that. So drop Tyreek Evans as soon as possible to get production now. Brandon Ingram has been officially ruled out Tuesday and Wednesday's game, which could potentially mean he could be out for his 3rd game for this week. So keep an eye on the situation, guys. If you can drop Brandon Ingram now and pick him up later, that might be a good strategy because getting numbers now is crucial. Kyrie Irving of the Boston Celtics, guys. There has been no official news of him sitting out games, but he did say that he does have a sore left knee and could potentially miss time. So keep an eye on that situation if you have Kyrie, because he could potentially miss this week going forward. Jaylen Brown of the Celtics is a player who is likely to miss this week because of his concussion, guys. If you guys haven't seen the video on how Jaylen Brown took a dunk and almost literally broke his neck, that's really scary, guys, and I suggest that you guys go watch that to know how severity it could be. Luckily, it could have been worse, but Jaylen Brown is good and could be back soon. But I believe this week he won't be a benefit to your fantasy teams if you own him, so I believe he is a drop candidate. Pick him up later if you win your week. And now I'm going to go over the best pickups of the week, guys. These players are the players that could potentially help you in your squads, guys. I've selected only specific players that can help deep team leagues. If you're in a 6-man league, these players might not apply to you. But players playing in a big league that don't really have much players on the waiver wire, these players are surely on your waiver wire and could help you this week in fantasy basketball. Ed Davis of the Portland Trail Blazers, guys. Ed Davis is playing 4 games, guys, and that could definitely be helping you in the fantasy playoffs. Over the past games, he's averaged more than 10 rebounds and has given a really good field goal percentage. So if you need rebounds and a really good field goal percentage, Ed Davis could give you plus 30 rebounds in a week, and that is really crucial in fantasy basketball. Kosta Koufos of the Sacramento Kings, guys. The Sacramento Kings also have 4 games this week, but Kosta Koufos has been playing nice the past 3 games, with Skylar Bissier not playing really well, injured, with Willie Cauley-Stein off and on the injury report. Kosta Koufos is that starting center and playing minutes for the team, guys. Just keep in mind he does have the potential to sit games. Corey Brewer of the OKC, guys. Corey Brewer has been signed by OKC recently, guys, and has been playing plus 25 minutes off the bench, giving them a spark off the bench, guys. And a player like that who could definitely give you 3 and D stats at this time, playing 4 games this week, is definitely someone you keep an eye on if you really need a shooting guard at that asset. So once again, if you guys have any questions, guys, DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is right here on the top corner. Also, if there are any questions, I'm here to answer any questions. Put it down in the comment section down below, guys. But if you like the video and you agree to what I'm saying, hit that thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, guys, because more fantasy playoff videos are coming out. So stay tuned and you don't want to miss that. So hit that post notification as soon as possible. If you haven't had the chance to watch my latest video on the fantasy basketball tips, go watch that. I'll put a link at the end of the video, so go check that out, guys. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I hope you guys do well in your fantasy playoffs, because now it's officially begun. Woo! That's easy, fuck. Easy, that's